Good morning, Blue. You Algebra 2 kids have done a nice job keeping up and did well on your quiz last week. Learned some tricks, some SOHCAHTOA for right triangles. And this week we're going to do what we call the law of sines, which we don't need a right triangle. This works for all triangles, this law of sines this week. And then next week we will do the law of cosines. And then the following week we will have a quiz over these two sections. But this works for all triangles, not just right triangles like the last few weeks we've been doing. All right, so we're going to use the law of sines to find the side lengths and angle measures of a triangle. So in these problems, you're going to have to find three answers. Okay, it's going to say solve the triangle. Right, they're going to give you three, there's three sides to a triangle and three angles. So you're going to get three things they're going to give you, two angles in a side or two sides in an angle. And then you have to find the remaining three or the missing three answers that either two sides in an angle or two angles in a side. So let's get started. We're also going to learn how to find the area of a triangle a little differently. So that's the first thing we're doing. All right. So when you draw these triangles, this is very important. The capital letters represent angles and the lowercase letters represent the sides. So in this picture, angle A, capital A, its corresponding side or side A is always straight across or opposite from it. So that's why the little a is over here, lowercase a. Capital B is up here. So side B is straight across from it, this bottom line, bottom side. And then angle C, capital C is here. So side C is straight across over here. You must draw your pictures like that when you label them. It doesn't matter where you put angle A, B, and C. Just make sure side A is opposite angle A, side B is opposite angle B, and side C is opposite angle C. That's very important. So in this area of a triangle problem, the new formula we're going to use is 1/2 side B times side C times the sine of angle A. Now, in your calculators, make sure you're in degree mode when you do these. All right? So just looking at my calculator, okay, to check the mode, all right, it's right there next to the second. Just hit the mode button, and it'll get you this screen, and make sure degree is highlighted. We've done this before, but if degree is not highlighted, okay, move your arrow key down, and then move it over and hit enter, and it will highlight degree for you. So you must make sure of that. All right, if you want to get out of there, just clear that out, and then you're back ready to go. All right, so you got to make sure you're in degree mode for what we're doing. So anyway, again, 1/2 B times C, those are sides, times the sine of angle A, capital letter, angle, lowercase letters, sides. So side B and C, as you can see, angle A is between it. So you're going to use, when you do a problem like this, they're going to give you two sides and an included angle. We would call this side angle side situation. You're going to be given that situation to be able to find that out. Okay, remember, the three angles of a triangle always add up to 180. So if you know two of the angles, I would always find that third angle right away if you need it. So add the two angles that you have, subtract from 180, that'll give the missing angle. All right, but in the situation to use this area of a triangle, they're going to give you a side angle side. So if you get side B and C, they're going to give you angle A, you're going to use this top one. If they give you angle B, they're going to give you sides A and C. All right, so 1/2 times A times C times the sine of B. If they give you angle C, they're going to also give you sides A and B because angle C is between those. Okay, so 1/2 A times B times the sine of C. So that's a formula we're going to use to find the area of a triangle. So let's do one. All right, so here's two sides, and there's the included angle. So area A equals 1/2 times 3 times 5, the two sides, times the sine of 40. And that'll give us our area. And they said to the nearest tenth. So I go to my calculator. And you can use 0.5 for 1/2. So I'm going to go 0.5 times 3 times 5 times the sine of 40. Close it up and just hit enter. To the nearest tenth is 4.8. All right. So our answer is 4.8 square meters, since it's in meters. All right. So that's how you find the area of a triangle a little differently. All right. So you have a few problems like that. Pretty easy. Okay. The law of sines allows you to solve a triangle as long as you know either of the following: two angle measures in any side length, angle, angle, side, or angle, side, angle. Two side lengths and the measure of an angle that is not between them, which is called side, side angle. So those three situations, angle, angle, side, angle, or side, side angle, we can use this law of sines. All right, again, it doesn't have to be a right triangle like we did last time. All right, so here's the law of sines. The sine of angle A divided by side A is always equal to the sine of angle B divided by side B, as well as sine of angle C divided by side C. So you're only going to do two of these three. All right, you're going to set up a proportion and solve your proportion. You guys should know how to solve proportions. You cross, multiply, and divide. Again, angle A is here, so side A is across from it. Angle B is there, so side B is across. Angle C is here, so side C is across. Again, make sure you do that correctly. All right, so let's look at a problem. All right, so we have to solve the triangle. That means I have to find angle E, side D, and side E. All right, so the first thing I can figure out, if I know two angles, I'm going to find that third angle. Okay, so I'm going to add 33 plus 28, and then I'm going to subtract that answer from 180 to get that missing angle. 180 minus 61, should have hit second answer, is 119. So angle E would be 119. So when I know two angles, I always find that missing third angle to get that out of the way first. Okay? So I'm going to use, since I know angle F is 28 and side F is 15, that's what I'm going to use for my first fraction. Sine of 28 degrees divided by 15, the one straight across from it, equals the sine 33, and the one across from it is D. All right, so that's my proportion I'm going to set up. Okay, so you cross multiply. All right, cross multiply and divide. So that's D times the sine of 28 equals 15 times the sine of 33. And you guys might have had this in geometry. So hopefully this is reviewed for you. And then I'm just going to divide by the sine of 28 to, oops, my S was bad there. On both sides to solve for D. All right, so I'm going to put that in the calculator. Move it over so we can see it. All right, so 15 sine 33. Make sure you close it off. Whenever you hit sine, it starts a parenthesis, so close it off. Divided by sine, see the parenthesis, so 28, and then close it off. Remember, we should be in degree mode, and we'll get 17.4, nearest tenth. And then we got two of the answers. We got to find our third answer, which would be E. So we'd set up the same proportion. Start with the sine of 28 over 15. And then it would be sine of 119. And then straight across from the 119 is the E. So remember, it's the side straight across from the angle. All right, so cross multiply and divide. I'm just going to do it. 15 times the sine of 119. 15 sine 119. Close it off. Divided by sine of 28. Close it off. And 27.9. We don't have to round it up because it's a 4 after. Remember, if it's a 5 or bigger, the number after, then we round up to the next number. You guys should know that. 27.9 is our answer. So now we have solved that triangle. We got 3 answers that we're missing, and we got them. All right, law of sines. All right, let's do another one. All right, so I got 2 angles again. So I'm going to add those and subtract them from 180 then to get that missing side, or missing angle, sorry. 36 plus 39 equals 75. I should know 180 minus 75 would be 105. I'll go ahead and put it in, but you guys should be able to do that in your head. It's second answer. It'll put that answer we just got in. We get our 105. So angle P is 105. All right, so we got to find Q and R. All right, so we're going to use sine of 105 over 10 to start our fractions, our proportions. Remember, the one opposite. So there's where the 10 comes from. And then we'll just do Q first. So we're going to do sine of 36 over Q. And then the other one will be sine of 105 over 10 again. Equals sine of 39 over R. Again, the side opposite. All right, so angle R was there, that's why side R is there. Okay, angle Q's here, so that's why side Q's up there. Okay, so we'll go back to our calculator and do those two. All right, so we're going to go 10 times the sine of 36 divided by the sine of 45. 10 sine 36, close it up, divided by sine 105, close it up. So we got 6.08, 8's bigger than 5, so it's going to be 6.1 for Q. So that's up here. And then for this one, it's going to be the same thing, 10. No, it's not. Sorry. Well, I could hit second enter. Watch this. Instead of 36, we just make it a 39. Everything else is the same. So I just substitute the 9. So I hit second enter for that to pop up what I did before. Now hit enter. And I get 6.1. I'm 6.51, so that would stay 6.5. And that makes sense. The biggest angle is always opposite the longest side. And then the second biggest angle would be opposite the second longest. And then the smallest angle is opposite the smallest side. So 6.1 and 36 and 39 are close. That's why 6.1 and 6.5 are pretty close. So again, that's solving a triangle by using the law of sines. Okay, I've got one more, looks like. So we'll go ahead and do it. Again, I'm going to find that missing angle. All right, so I'm going to go to my calculator. Let's clear all that stuff out. And I'm going to go 71 plus 56. Hit enter. And then go 180 minus that answer. Second negative sign is for answer. So that's 53. So angle C is 53. All right. So I got angle B and side B. That's how I'm going to set it up. Let's try a different color here. So sine of 71 degrees over side B, which is 17, equals, and then we'll just do A first, sine of 56 degrees over A, and then again, sine of 71 over 17 equals sine of 53 over C. All right, so we'll do that real quick in my calculator. So 17 times the sine of 56 divided by the sine of 51, cross multiplying and dividing. All right, so 17 sine 56, close it up, divided by sine 71, close it up. 14.90, so 14.9 for side A. Four is not very good. All right, and the other one, hit second enter, and I'll pop that stuff up. So this would be 17 times the sine of 53 divided by sine of 71. 14.35, so I have to go 14.4. Oops, forgot my 1. Okay. Again, here's another one. I think you guys got the idea. When you get, let me go back. to this one. They call this the ambiguous case. Because when you have two sides and a not included angle, you could have 0 triangles, 1 triangle, or 2 triangles in that situation. All right. So we're not going to make you guys figure that one out. Hopefully, if we get to go back in school, I will show you how to figure out if you have 0, 1, or 2 triangles. Because you could have 2 sides and an angle. They'll give you 2 side lengths and an angle, and then they won't actually close. You know, I got 2 side lengths and then this angle, then these don't touch. So that's why sometimes it comes out to 0 triangles. And sometimes with your side lengths and angle, you could actually have 2 triangles. All right, so here's your homework. Page 962, numbers 1 to 9 all. It shouldn't be too hard. Remember the area triangle of a triangle, 1/2 BC sine of A, or whichever angle they give you. The other 2 sides will be on either side of it. Okay, make sure your calculator's in degree mode. Hopefully you all have a graphing calculator. I will also on my Canvas post, I'll post the way to download a graphing calculator to your laptop if you don't have one. Okay, and make sure your calculator's in degree mode. So hopefully you guys are staying safe and healthy, and you're doing well. You guys keep up the good work. Again, don't hesitate to email me if you got questions, or show up to the conferences. Nobody pops in to say hi to me. It's noon to 12:30 Mondays and Wednesdays, and 8 to 8:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'd love to see you. Just stop in and say hi. And you guys have a great day. Remember, look good, feel good, you are good. And